The Revenue Acceleration Flywheel is a really easy way of mapping out the external and internal activities that you need to focus on as you drive sustainable and scalable revenue growth. It's split into two halves. On the top, we have the external activities that are going to drive revenue. And we're really thinking from the buyer's experience as we go on their buyer journey. We're thinking about our prospects. We're thinking about our customers. And we're thinking about any partners we might work with. At the start of their journey, we're thinking about the type of content that they're going to find, either on our website, our social channels, our YouTube channel, or importantly through our partners, through analysts, through bloggers, through any other source that they might find information that they're gathering from their peers or from industry experts. Having become aware of our company, then a customer is going to go through the buyer experience. What does that feel like? What kind of experience are they going to have as they move through our marketing teams, through our SDRs, through our sellers, as they meet the wider organization as we take them through that process? Then we're going to get into a contracting process where we're going to issue MSAs, SOWs, order forms. They're going to negotiate around specific terms with our legal team. What does that look like? Then we're going to go through onboarding and adoption. What does that look like? What is the handoff like as we move from our sales teams and our solution architects into our adoption teams and meeting our customer success managers? Then over the course of their agreement with us, we're going to be focused on adoption and making sure that as we release new products, they're reducing that consumption gap and they're getting the most out of the product that they're paying for. We then think about happy customers asking us for or providing us with referrals into other companies where they may know people outside of their own organization, or internal referrals into other business units or segments that we might want to work with. We might be expecting testimonials, short form videos, written explanations of lessons learned and how they've got value out of our platform. Then we're expecting happy customers to purchase more products from us, either through upsell or expansion into new products if we're providing a platform. And then finally, we look at renewal and hopefully not churn. Looking at this entire buyer journey from an external perspective will really help you to look into your company and understand where there are opportunities to improve this experience for the modern buyer. Now below the line, we have the internal half of the Revenue Acceleration Flywheel. And here, we're thinking about an internal set of stakeholders. And principally in revenue operations, we're thinking of marketing, we're thinking of our sales teams, and we're thinking of customer success. And as we go through this journey, we're thinking about all of the aspects of how we run our business and how we can bring these teams together as a single revenue engine rather than individual silos. So we're thinking about leadership. What is our leadership structure? Do we have 3 segregated functions, or do we have a single CXO, whether that's a chief revenue officer, chief commercial officer, that sits above and has ownership of all of this? We start to look at our systems. Do we have different systems for marketing and their demand generation tools? Do we have different CRM systems for our sales teams and then customer success platforms for the CS team? Are we bringing all of this together? And because of that, what types of data are we sitting on across all of these teams? Can we start to glean insights based off the data that we hold across all of these multiple functions? We start looking at our product and our pricing. What is it that we're taking out to market? Is it meeting the needs of our buyers? And how are we pricing that? And how are we going to market? What channels are we using? We look at our processes. How is it that our teams work together when we hand work off from one to another? Is it seamless? And are we giving the buyer the journey that we want? We then think more broadly about our planning. How are we going out to market? How are we resourcing our team with sellers, with marketers, with customer support? How are we building out our SDR team? How are we going to approach different territories and different channels? And when it comes down to the numbers, forecasting. Do we know where we're going to land and when we're going to land there? These are all of the internal aspects of the revenue acceleration flywheel. And looking after both sides of these is what will help to drive that sustainable and scalable growth. Revenue operations is not just about the internal side. We need to have that external focus. I hope you find that of use.